As you know, friends, in the last decade or so, I've been totally obsessed with the phenomenon of awakening, however you might phrase it. So, awakening is finding your true self. Awakening is shifting your identity from provisional to absolute. Awakening is going beyond the fear of death. Awakening is enlightenment, and awakening is knowing yourself as the divine without cause, infinite, timeless being. So based on that, I'm going to share with you a few ideas that may help expand this understanding and inspire you to wake up from this collective dream where we are immersed as fictional characters. So here are the basic points I want to make today, and then I'll explore them with you. First is that everything you hold on to and everything that imprisons you, including the idea that you're a person squeezed into the volume of a body and the span of a lifetime, is a story. That's point number one. Point number two, all stories are in imagination. All stories are in imagination. And finally, the awareness of stories is intrinsically free from its stories. The awareness of stories is independent and free from its stories. When you shift your identity to the awareness of all stories, there is not only freedom, but the creativity that allows you to revise the experience of everyday reality that is created by your stories. So this understanding, this philosophy, I feel offers a profound perspective on the nature of reality, consciousness, and personal identity. What I'm emphasizing here is that our perceived reality is largely constructed by the stories we tell ourselves and believe. These stories shape our understanding of who we are, our place in the world, and the nature of our existence. But what I'm arguing for here is that true freedom and creativity lie in recognizing these stories for what they are and shifting our identity to a deeper level of awareness. So at the core of all this understanding is the idea that our conventional sense of self, the notion that we are fixed individuals confined to a physical body and limited by a finite lifespan, is itself a story. This narrative, while compelling, is ultimately a construct of our imagination. We cling to this story, along with countless others, as a way of making sense of our experiences and navigating the world around us. What I'm suggesting today is that this attachment to our personal narratives can be limiting and even imprisoning. By identifying solely with our physical form and personal history, we confine ourselves to a narrow slice of existence, overlooking the vast potential of our true nature. So, all stories, including our personal narratives, exist within the realm of imagination. They are mental constructs that we use to interpret and organize our experiences. And while these stories can be useful tools for navigating our everyday experience, they are useful tools. They are fundamentally not inherently real or true in what we may say an absolute sense. So today I'm suggesting to you that the awareness that perceives these stories is fundamentally different from the stories themselves. This awareness, our true self, is intrinsically free from the limitations and constraints imposed by our narratives. The key to liberation, then, lies in shifting our identity from the stories we tell about ourselves to the awareness that perceives these stories, just like shifting your attention to the screen in which this program is happening in a time-bound way. So this shift is not merely an intellectual exercise, but a profound transformation in our experience of reality. By identifying with awareness itself, we can, number one, experience freedom from the limitations of our personal narratives. Number two, access a deeper wellspring of creativity and potential. And number three, gain the ability to consciously revise and reshape our experience of reality. So once we made this shift in identity, we gain the power to revise our experience of everyday reality. This doesn't mean denying or escaping from the physical world, but rather appreciating it with a new perspective and a greater sense of creative agency. And from this expanded state of awareness, we can number one, recognize the fluidity and malleability of our perceived reality. Number two, choose which stories serve us and which to let go of. And number three, create new narratives that align with our deepest values and aspirations. While all this might seem abstract, whatever I've said to you right now has practical implications for how we live our lives. Practices that cultivate awareness, such as meditation and mindfulness, help us recognize the distinction between our stories and the consciousness that perceives them. Self-reflection, regularly examining our beliefs and assumptions, can reveal the stories we've unconsciously adopted. Creativity, enhancing our role as co-creators of reality, can lead to more intentional and fulfilling choices, and therefore fulfilling lives. Recognizing the constructed nature of our emotional responses to these stories can lead to greater equanimity and resilience. So, in conclusion, what I would like to do is to invite you to look beyond the confines of your personal narrative and tap into a deeper, more expansive sense of self. By recognizing the story-like nature of our perceived reality and shifting our identity to the awareness that perceives these stories, we can experience profound freedom and unleash our creative potential to shape our everyday experience of life. So I have much more to share on this, but for now, start a daily meditation practice. You can also ask me questions about it on digitaldeepak.ai. Practice mindfulness through the day. Take moments to pause and be fully present in your current experiences. Notice your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. Set good intentions every day morning, such as joyful, energetic body, loving, compassionate heart, clear, reflective mind, lightness of being. Make time for activities that nourish your body, mind, and spirit. I practice yoga every day. Take time to walk in nature. In New York, I go to the park almost every day. Read inspirational books. Engage in creative pursuits. Practice conscious choice making before making decisions. Pause and ask yourself if this choice aligns with your higher self and true desires. Develop a consistent sleep routine. Eat mindfully. As I've said, connect with nature, practice non-attachment, let go of rigid expectations and outcomes, trust in the process of life, remain always open to infinite possibilities, engage in some physical activity every day, and cultivate loving relationships. But more important, most important, you don't have to believe in your story. This is the key to freedom and understanding that you're not um, confined to your physical body. That's another story. You're not squeezed into the volume of your body and the span of a lifetime. That is the biggest lie that the hypnosis of social and cultural and sometimes religious conditioning has created in our lives. Okay, that's it. And, Digital Deepak uh, is digitaldeepak.ai is how you connect with me and communicate with me. But Digital Dharma is also out, so you can learn, or I can show you how to use digital technology now for everything, as a personal confidant, for mental well being, for physical health, as a research assistant, and even as a spiritual guide.